should be here.
You need to do physical stuff. Unless it's software.
Designed on computer.
We're going to start with our bands. We're going to lie on the floor. We're going to have our legs bent, feet on the ground, and the bands are around our knees. Now, if you don't like a medium, if a heavy's too heavy on the band and the medium's too easy, you can just put a light and a medium around, or two mediums or whatever. My socks are staying on. I'm sure at the moment. So we just take the band just above the kneecaps, and then feet and the knees open out enough to find a little bit of resistance. Arms down by your side. Slide your shoulder blades underneath you, and then exhale, squeeze the belly and push your spine gently down into the ground. Then inhale, open out through the rib cage to the side of the body, allowing your lower back just to lift gently off the floor and then sink back down again with your exhale. Squeezing the belly. And just do that breath again. Tilting that pelvis squeeze. Now let's lift our hips off the floor up into a bridge with a gentle opening of the knees at the top. And then we lower all the way back down till we hit the floor. We breathe in at the bottom, exhale, lift. So warming up through the back of the body. A little squeeze of the butt at the top. Always just add a little bit more resistance as you lift your knees up. So just a little extra squeeze out. And a release. So those hamstrings are active, those buttocks are active. We're going to do 3 more of these, all the way up. See if you can just open those knees a little bit more. See if you can lift your hips up a little bit more. So we're really starting to warm up. It's cold in here. A little hold up on that last one. A little knee opening a little bit wider. Press through all 4 corners of your feet and lift the hips up a little bit more. Squeeze your butt together. Lift your heels up. Drop your heels down. Lift your heels up. Drop your heels down. As you lift up, the hips stay in exactly the same place. Almost like you're stretching the calves to the floor as you lower your heels. Up and down. Just do 4 more. Rolling into the balls of those feet. Open the knees a little bit wider, so you could be just taking your focus away from there. Hold your last one up, squeeze the hips, lift your butt, lift those heels, take 1 more breath, and then inhale, heels down, roll out. Hit the floor, squeeze the belly, lift the legs to tabletop slightly wide, so you've got that resistance on the band. We inhale, we brush our toes back down towards the floor, squeeze the toe muscles to lift the knees back in. So we just press down, pivoting from the hip, pull it up. Now I don't want to see those feet dropping lower than your knee level, otherwise you're not going to work the right places. So don't just fold your legs, just press down, squeeze up, knees a little bit wider. Feet stay in line with the knees. Think about your inhale as you tap, exhale as you come up. We're going to go 6 more. Last 2. You've done your last one. Pop those feet back down onto the floor, keeping the knees wide, so there's still some intensity in the outer thighs. Your buttocks need to be fired, so they're not fired. Open your knees a bit wider so you can feel them. Slide your fingers to the back of your head, lightly holding onto the back of your head. Inhale, chin to chest. Exhale, crunch up. Inhale to pause. Exhale to lower down. Inhale, exhale, roll it up. A little squeeze the top of the inhale and exhale, roll it out. Knees wide. So now we're just waking up the upper abs. Roll it. Release it. And if you want, you can add a bit of a C crunch. So we lift knees, upper body, feet, head to the floor. Up 7, squeeze it. Perhaps you want to take your feet a little bit further away as you tap back down. Perhaps you don't. You might want to just leave your legs on the floor. Crunch it in, elbows stay wide. So you're lifting up through the shoulder blades a little bit more. 2 more. Last one, stay up. Curl in a little bit more. Leave your knees above your hips. Don't pull your thighs in. Push them away slightly. Open the knees. Crunch up, cross. Just purely in those upper abs. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then just drop your head, catch hold of your knees, hug them in, little roll side to side, loosening out the lower back. And really feel that rocking motion all the way to one butt cheek, lower back to the other side.
Moving down the mat.
Pardon?
Moving down the mat.
Oh, you. Okay, put those feet back down, lined up with the shoulders, so a little bit of resistance. Actually lined up with the hips, sorry, so not too wide. And then let's lift our hips back up into that bridge. Arms relaxed down by your side. If you want more challenge, the arms can come up and overhead. Press down to the floor. We're going to lift our left knee up towards our chest. There's your resistance. And do some little press pull-in through that thigh. Little squeezes. So we're stabilizing into that right side. Hips stay level. Just squeezing in, pushing away. 8, working the hip flexors. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, one more. And pop the foot down, lift the hips up, right leg, put it in. Find that resistance and then press it in and away. Squeeze, squeeze. Left butt cheek fired up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, pop it down. Lift your hips, take a breath in, exhale, roll it out. Arms are staying behind your head and down by your side. Take a breath in, exhale, lift the legs up to tabletop. We're going to push our left leg away and lengthen it towards the floor. Inhale, bend the knee back in. Exhale, opposite leg, push away, pull it back in. So now the leg that's not moving is going to be the part that works harder. The isolation of the left leg, as you kick your right leg, your lower belly is going to really kick in. You can return the arms if you want. Band sliding away. Always keep your legs wide enough to keep the resistance on the band. Start to move your leg a little bit wider towards the corners of your mat. So you're slightly out to the sides, keeping the stability in the hips, not rocking side to side. We're going 4 more each side. Fire those abs. Keep going, get more length, get more press away, or simply go back to just toe tapping. Your legs bent, that's also fine. So when you've done that last one, just keep your legs there and then point the toes and take your legs out to a V. Open the legs a little bit wider and turn your feet slightly out. Press the legs wider. Abs fired. And just do little pulses out wide there. And keep trying to rotate a little bit more in the hips. So you're turning your toes further and further out. Keep your legs as straight as possible and as wide as possible. And working those outer hips and thighs. 8, 7, 6, straighten the knees. 4, 3, 2, and close them up. Not too narrow. Bend your knees and pop your feet to the floor. Take a breath. Arms down by your side, or if you wish, back overhead, flat to the ground, roll the hips up into a bridge. This time, we're going to take it a little bit further. Completely optional, or you can repeat the same thing. So bend your left knee in towards your chest, and if you can, extend it up towards the sky. Flex the foot, lower the leg all the way down so it brushes the floor, point the toe, lift the leg all the way back against the resistance of the band. You don't have to drop your heel all the way to the floor. You can drop it down to the leg level and lift it back up.
Springs back up.
Huh?
Springs back up.
Well, it's easy for you then. Three more. Slowly. If you're springing up and it's easy, go slow and resist. When you've done that last one, drop the leg back into the front. Lift the hips. Right leg, tabletop. Extend if you wish. Flex the foot. Let's go all the way down to the floor. Lift up. Opposite leg stays high. Buttock needs to be fired. One side will always feel easier than the other. Up. Four more. Three more. Come on, big lift. Last two. One more. And pop the feet down, lift those hips and roll it out. Quite strong on the lower back, so give your knees a little hug in. Drive the thighs towards the chest. You pull your thighs in that hard, push your bottom down. So you're again resisting that stretch. Arms out wide, T-shape. Legs to tabletop. Now we're going to pop our legs. Sorry, bring your feet together first of all. We're going to drop our legs halfway towards the right. Squeeze open, diamond shape. Feet stay together. And then we come back to center. Bring the knees closer. And then over to the left. Pause. And open those knees as much as they will. So not just clam in midair. So it's a good opportunity to pause, working those obliques. And back in. So that top leg, when you go over to the right, that left leg, that top leg, squeeze it up as much as you can to feel that glute working its maximum point before you roll back to center. Now, have your feet drop down lower than your knees. Lift them up as they have. Big toes stay touching the whole time. Look your head the opposite direction to your legs. And breathe. Everything we're doing can be done without a band, so you can drop the band over. Okay, when we go to our right side, now next time we drift to the right, we're all going to pause together. So drop the legs over to the right, open the knees wide, pulse the knees, there. Keep your shoulder blades pressed to the floor. Squeeze your tummy muscles to bring your thighs a little bit closer up towards your right shoulder. Open that top knee a little bit more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Drift it up into the center. Pause. Breath in, exhale, drop over to the left, eye gaze to the right, fixing those abs, open the knee, and let's pulse them as wide as they will go. Little press into small movement. Come on, keep going. 8, 7, 6, lift your feet a little bit higher. 4, 3, 2, 1, then roll to the center, pause in the middle. Keep the knees wide, tap your feet down, lift your legs in. Tap your feet down, lift your legs in, a little bit faster. Any strain in that lower back, reduce the range. Keep your knees wide, keep your feet pressed in, keep those outer thighs active. 8, 3, 7. Now I'm starting to slide down my mat. 6. Knees wide out. 5. Knees wide out. 4. Go longer in those legs. 3. Last 2. Come on, press loads further in those legs. And then once again, hug them in. Thighs to abs, bottom to floor. With your hands around the back of the thighs. We're going to go into a little bit of a rolling motion. Auntie's favourite. We're going to slide our hands behind our thighs. We're going to just use a little bit of momentum to lift up. Once you're at the top, set yourself up so you're balanced on your buttocks. The thighs are pulled in. My head is on top with. Shoulders are soft. Then soften the belly to a C shape. The back of me, sorry. And then do a little roll to the rib cage and back up to a hover. Gosh, my spine's not rolling today.
I could literally do this all day.
You did.
Absolutely.
Thank you for your back.
I think it's because I've got a curved spine. It's just like a rocking
So
chair.
it's enjoyable.
I don't have to do anything.
Look,
This flat back business is just.
control the abs on the way out. Just a couple more rolls. On your last one, you're going to stay at the top to a little hover. Do one more, come all the way up, and then lift your spine. Extend your legs. Take them wide, so the band's got some resistance. Point the toes and turn your toes out slightly. Arms forward and lift tall. Now pull the thighs in, lift the chest, squeeze the belly. Options to be hip. Lift. Open your legs wide up. Pulse. Straighten those knees. Lift your feet. Bring it up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Just fold forward down your chin. Hold of your shin with your hands or maybe your feet. And then pull your spine the opposite way up into extension. Turn forward, shoulders up. Now we're going to flip our feet around onto our hands and knees. So see how this feels. Or what you could do actually is get another mat, roll it up, and put your shins on there. So hands and knees. Set yourself up in a nice box position so your spine is flat. So get into about half a mat. And then slide your shins on there so your hands are on the front. Your kneecaps are completely off the floor. That's it. Okay, we're going to start with our left leg. So our right knee stays firmly on the ground. Sit yourself up, abs on. Lift the left knee to a hover. We simply do a little hamstring up and down. So a little squeeze the back. Get that knee up. 90-degree angle on the leg. So I know.
No, I realised I was putting my thing on. To
Bring it
get
back.
a mat, and then
I got one
on it.
Sorry.
So, no, it's all right.
Ease up. Feel that press at the top. 4 more of these. Hold up. Lengthen. Press up and do some little pulse with the legs fully extended. Squeeze it. Extra squeeze that butt. Leg dead straight. Point the toe. Keep it as high as your hip if you can. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. You want some lactic acid running through that butt cheek. Last 3, 2, and release. Little curve of the spine. A little stretch of the wrist if you wish. I always like that because it's not nice. Don't like it.
I think if I did that, I'd get back on the.
No. And flat. We're going to drop our right elbow and we're going to simply lift our left leg out and drop it in. So a side abduction of the hip, working now the outer thigh, different parts of the glutes. There's loads of muscles in our buttocks, need to work them all. Unfortunately, because I spent my whole life having to work them, they are ruined. And someone's elbow discovered yesterday. Was I crying in the room?
All right, wasn't just a very busy bus, but someone decided to.
Okay, so use the mirror for this one. Make sure your knee and ankle work together. Don't leave your foot, don't let your foot be skewy like that. Keep everything in one piece. We're going 8, 7, right buttock fires up. 6, get it as high as you can. 5, come on. 4, we're not doing pulsing, to do your last 3 as high as you can. Get your knee up, knee up, knee up. One more. And sit it back into a little release of child's pose. Stretch through the arms, relax the head and chest down to the floor. Let your lower back release. Let your buttocks do nothing. Take a few breaths there. Bring yourself to your elbows. Interlace your fingers. Lock in a nice strong structure through the arms. Lift up. Legs wide enough so you feel that band still working. So I've got my feet pretty much ends of my mat with this band. And then roll forward into a plank. Drop your knees if you need to. And we're going to walk out, in, and then swap. The other leg leading. When we come in, we don't lose the resistance. Out, in. If you're doing it on your knees, just simply slide one knee out, slide the other knee out, slide the knee back in, slide the knee back in. Still going to work the same muscle groups, but completely controlled. Squeeze, in, 6 more, out, in, 5 more. You don't have to control the move. Last 3 more. Stabilization of the shoulders. When we've done that last one, we drop to the floor. Let your shoulders relax away from your ears. Let the legs do nothing for a little bit. Bring your fingertips to the side of the head. So my legs are still going to be wide. There's still going to be a bit of resistance, but not too much. So still fired up, not just letting it all go. We're going to lift up into a back extension. We're going to simply slide ourselves towards the right and reach the arm towards the thigh. Back to the head, back to the center, and down. Up, side bend, reach, back, center, down. Up, side bend, reach, and so on. And if you want to miss out the drop in between, or if you want to make it into a smooth transition, just side bend, reach, back to the center, side bend, reach, back center, one continuous movement. Whatever works for you. We're going to do about another 20 seconds to get as many more as you can in from there. Keep squeezing your shoulder blades back as high up off the floor as you can go. Lift that chest, squeeze your back, squeeze the abs, hip bones down. I'm going to go one more each side. And then I'm going to pause in the middle. Then pull your shoulder blades back, releasing your hands from the temples. Pull your elbows together behind. Lift your hands up. Pull your elbows higher. Just little pulses through the upper back. Squeeze the butt to do so, feet grounded. Squeeze your elbows further back, try and get them touching. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, come on, lift them up, squeeze them back. Take 2 hands, wriggle the hips. Body heavy in the ground, turn your head one direction. Head to the other direction. Hands to the side of the shoulders, lift up. Take a little stretch up into a cat stretch after doing those back bends. Almost take a little wriggle side to side in those hips. And then bring yourself back to a box position, hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Left leg fixed in, right knee to hover. We press it up and back. I'm interested in that. So now we're doing hamstring curls on that right leg. Really concentrate on letting the lower back muscles do nothing but squeezing your abs towards them. Just think about that glute firing up before anything else does. Quite often our back muscles kick in for our buttocks do. So you need to really train our buttock muscles to work on their own. We're going 8 more of these. Last 2. Hold the last one up into the air. Extend the leg. Point the toes straight to the knee. And then just do some little presses. So squeeze that right butt cheek to its absolute max. So it's absolutely fired out and doesn't want to do anything else. Don't sink too much into that left hip. Keep pressing 8, 7, 6. Get it higher. Get it more lengthened. 3, 2, and release it. We're dropping down to our left elbow. We're taking our right arm slightly out. Again, that balance on the left side. And we lift up and we drop down. So the left buttock needs to be really squeezed tight to stabilize. And then the right buttock does its job. You want to feel your waistline area, working, firing up those muscles around there. 8 more lifts. This is an opportunity to get your legs as high as they will. We don't pulse this one, so full range. Big lift, same pattern coming up, same down. I'm on my last 5. You should be around the same place. Come on, higher. 4. Take the foot with you. 3. Higher, higher, higher. 2. One more big one. And release. Child pose. This time, hands come down by your feet. Try and curl yourself into the ball. Breath. Just let yourself relax into them. And then when you're ready, bring your hand in front of you and just slowly curl the spine back up. See if you can stay. If you can't do a bend like this, can you? Okay, just stay. Can you be upright? Take your hands behind and see if you can lift your hips away. So if you're there, Flex your tight with feet and then just try and reach one arm, take the other one off. So lift, Bandy. Get your hips up, get your hips up, get your hips up. Then when you're ready to swap your arms, then the other side. Come on, lift, squeeze, squeeze, feel the stretch in the thighs. 5, 4, pull your shoulder blades together. And then release the back. Flip your feet around. Take the band off your knee. I suggest for this next one, you probably actually better off with a rubber band, I think, for the stretch. Because I think you'll destroy these.
Well, they'll destroy me.
This is possible.
Anyway, someone will be destroyed.
No, you may be all right. Feet around. Actually, do you mind grabbing a small one? Because that way we don't overstretch these. These are really good for stretching, those green ones. Thank you, do my job. So we're going to start with a lovely hamstring stretch.
Enter stage right.
We are going to incorporate a tiny bit of ab work though into this. All right, so enjoy the little stretchy bit first. Double your bands, fold them in half, whatever. Double your bands. My English should be better educated. Feet around, or band around, more like balls of the feet. My legs are nice and bent, and that gives you a chance to use the band to lift tall. By that, you put a bit of resistance, the shoulder blades squeeze back, and the spine elevates. Then lengthen your legs away. So give yourself more band if you need to. And then bend your elbows and fold forward. Hamstring stretch. On Wednesday afternoon is always entertaining.
You just do it for fun.
Yeah, in a way.
There's no movement.
If you want to walk up the band, you walk up the band and go a bit deeper. So we're going to stay here for about 20 seconds or so. Just enjoy this wonderful stretch. So what we're going to do from here is going to release the band, taking your arms up here. And we're going to lengthen up, taking your arms up high. So there's your stretch for your lat. So my shoulders are relaxed, my elbows dead straight, close to the arms, close to your ears as possible to get a bit more closer. And then scooping the belly in, you can keep your arms up if you're controlled, or take your arms forward if you don't have the control, to the floor, rolling slowly, 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 curving that spine. Taking your arms back overhead once you hit the floor, lifting your legs up to the sky. Straightening out. Drop your left leg to the floor as you loop the band around your right foot and stretch the hamstring there. We're trying to aim to get the leg to the sky, the right hip bone pushed down to the floor so your hips are not skew. They are beautifully parallel. And then work on that extension using your arms, your shoulders are relaxed. Left leg planted in the ground. Reaching that leg. Pull your left leg up to join your right. Slide it onto that band. Lift your chin towards your chest into a little crunch. Pull your elbows in, your biceps fired. Push the legs away a little bit. Curl up a little bit more. And then just do some tiny little bicep curl, abdominal punches there. Just curl it in, drop it away. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, And then just gently release, bring those legs back up to the sky, head down. Take the right leg out, down to the floor, straighten out that left leg. Push the knee straight, sit the left hip bone down into the ground and get both legs dead straight. Drive it in towards you. Bit deeper. Then bend the knee, release the bands. Take your hands a little bit closer in, arms overhead, stretch the body, reach the arms over, extend the elbows. Pull the arms to the ground if you can. Inhale, arms lift up above your shoulders. Chin lifts at the same time, and we roll up. And as you roll up, lift your arms, extend. And then catch the feet, lift the spine, and fold forward. Then you can get warm enough to take my socks off today.
Risky.
I am a
Tiny bits of soft.
permanently cold person, which worries me going somewhere like that. Where it's minus 20.
Which is why I hate going somewhere warm.
Yeah, but you'll be kitted out for it, so.
Yeah, true. But I see an electric blanket.
Yeah, but what else can you put on other than your massive? You have an electric blanket
Yeah.
and a massive. Yeah, you do run cold, don't you?
You would have thought so. There's like enough of me, and I do enough exercise, but maybe that's why. Because when I stop, my body just goes freezing.
You eat more, get an insulating layer of blubber like that.
Cold, and
Keep
I
it
eat
warm.
a bit of meat, so I can't at the moment. When there's my long day. Okay, release it up. Right.
It don't make any difference. I've got loads of timber and I'm freezing all the freaking time. So.
Timber. Release. Arms up. Scoop it down to the floor. This time, let's go 10, 9. Give the belly in, get that soft back in. 5, 4, 3, 2, and stretch the arms overhead.
You've got a coat to walk from your office.
Yeah, that's why I was freezing.
Legs to the sky, use your abs.
I find my office cold, so I have this fleece on and a blanket over my legs.
Band over the feet.
Our office is the same temperature all year round. People wear jumpers in the office.
What do you wear?
Same.
Same thing. Are you not cold?
No, there's somewhere else. Put shorts on.
Yeah, my kids come out of school with t-shirts and shorts and skip home like that. Oh my god. Right, legs pushed away this time to about 45 degrees. Bend your elbows, lift up back into that crunch. Go again. Just try and get your back further off the floor this time. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. 8, 7, 6.
So if everyone else has got a jumper on, then it's you.
But it's the same temperature in the office in the summer because it's air conditioned. In the winter, it's warm. So it's
And
always 20 degrees.
yeah, but the science behind it is people are naturally, their bodies are naturally warmer in summer. So therefore it's more bearable in the office. There you go, that's my theory.
People wear hats.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Right leg out, flat down to the ground. Band in right hand, left arm out to a T shape. Let's go for a rotation. As far over as you can go. Shoulder blades to the ground, extend that left leg. I just need to give Auntie a bit of a helping hand. Now try and keep that right leg dead straight on the ground. He's 7.5, so like about 20 kilos, don't they?
They look huge, but they're not.
Now drive the toes towards your right shoulder and extend your knees. Shoulder blades on the ground. Nasty?
Yeah, across my shoulder.
You need it. Go a little bit further, a little bit deeper, rotate a little bit more if you can. Breathe through any discomfort. 2 more breaths. And then slowly lift the leg back up. Bending your right knee and popping the left hand over on that right knee. Let's stretch those buttocks. 2 stretches today. Lift your right thigh in, catch around the outside of your hamstring or the front of your shin. Head down, shoulders down. Roll very slightly into the right buttock a tiny bit more and open your left knee. And take a nice 3 to 4 deep breaths. Lift your head, then pull your bottom off the ground as you go deeper into that stretch, curving your spine, but keep your shoulders relaxed. Take a breath, and then keeping that thigh where it is, drop your head back to the floor. Pop your right foot down on the ground. Take your knees to the left. Take a stretch down that right thigh. Try to get both knees pressed into the ground if you can. Taking the right arm lightly out to the sides. Just take a little stretch across the front of the hip into the thigh. As we begin to come back into the centre, we cross the legs over and recatch those legs again. Using your back, using your arms, catch on the shins. If you're struggling to catch the shins, at least catch that left leg and pull the thigh towards the abdomen. Or you can grab both feet, check out. Oh. I can't do that.
No, I can't either. I'm not going to try.
You are trying.
Very. So great. Well, did it.
Your left leg doesn't even like crossing your right leg, does it?
Can't sit with leg in the chair.
Where do you feel the restriction when you do that? Right now?
Right now,
Yeah.
if I'm honest, my left part pressed into my knee too hard, which is actually quite painful. Yeah, when pressing in.
Yeah. Does it not cross over more? Drop your right foot down to the floor. Does your left leg not just cross like that?
Nope.
Slide your foot underneath your calf like that. Like that. That's it. No.
Turn back.
Okay, release your legs.
Hang on.
Uncross your feet. Not bad, is it? No.
It just really hurts.
Grab your band. Back around those feet. Straighten your legs to the sky. So this time, I want you to feel yourself pulling your legs towards the back of your head. So your lower back begins to lift off the floor. And then bend your knees to get a little bit more lift in the lower back. Pause and then push your legs straight as they will go. Nasty eagle stretch this one. Push, straight, go. Use lots of arm force, shoulders relaxed. 10 seconds holding. Come on. And then to ease off, just extend your arms and let the legs drift back above your hips again. Take your left foot out, straight down into the mat. Grab the bands in your left hand, open your right arm, And let's stretch to side rotation. Roll over to the outer thigh with the left leg. Twist that right shoulder. Stay there. Roll into you. Does that help your knee when you were on your hands and knees? Brilliant.
When they hurt, nothing will help.
Left hand. Too much resistance. There you go. Now straighten your leg. How's your shoulder?
This one's not too bad, actually. Which is great.
Now it's back. Will I break you or try to push back?
Probably. Yeah, you break me. No, that's my hamstring.
Good.
What was the shoulder?
Drop your shoulder down.
10 more seconds here. There we go. Now, come out. Keep the resistance. Just slowly roll back onto your buttocks. Leg in the air. And then bend your left knee and pop your right ankle over your left knee. Release the band. That goes how tight you were holding that resistance, right? Lift your left thigh, catch it around the back of the hamstring or maybe the shin. And then head and shoulders to the floor. Breathe into that stretch. Find a bit more weight into your left buttock.
It's not critical.
Oh yeah, my friend went to see him on the weekend, so I didn't know she was going.
He's lost a shit load of weight.
Well, she said you would never have known it was him until he starts talking.
No, that's what we said. If he'd have been sat next to me in the pub before we went in, he
You
wouldn't
would have
known.
known.
And when the lights came on, his camera zoomed on his face. You'd have said it was a thin lookalike.
Really?
You wouldn't have said it was Steve.
Really?
I just said, until he opened his gob, and then he knew it was him. But he just looked.
Well, he's been unwell, but no one really knows what. He's been very quiet, hasn't he?
He said he's been on a diet program, and he's either lost 14 stone or he is 14 stone.
I'd say he is 14 stone. He's not very tall, is he?
No, yeah, I mean, he was brilliant that way, but he was.
My friend said he was taking the mickey out of himself and his medical stuff,
Yeah.
but without kind of saying what it was.
Yeah, oh, Steve's very good.
Right, let's lift the head, lift the shoulders, lift the bottom, just squeeze it a little bit off. I'd love to go to him live. John's from Manchester. He said he used to see him quite a lot back in the days, like 20 years ago, in little small gigs. Because he likes the small gigs, doesn't he? Which I think is a massive novelty to have that. Okay, release the foot down to the floor.
Yeah, sometimes the like big comedians, they do warm-up tours and try material out in smaller venues.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We saw Mike McIntyre at our local.
Oh, that was cool.
Just because he was doing a warm-up, trying stuff out, and it was still very funny, but you could tell he was trying different things.
Yes. Right, let's drop those knees over to the right so that your right foot's on top of that left knee and drop to the floor.
No, I'd like to see PK, but his tickets are just too expensive.
And hard to get.
Yeah, I just think, I can't, I'll watch the DVD.
Did your wife appreciate it?
She did, and she enjoyed the concert. She likes the Battersea Power Station. You get to go there.
Oh, nice.
Now,
What was going on there?
the high-end shopping centre, and have a lift that goes out the top. Very much Willy Wonka style out the top of one of the chimneys.
Is there a restaurant in there?
Loads. We went to the Alchemist cocktail bar.
Oh, nice.
10-minute walk away. That's where the swimming pool across between the two apartment blocks is as well.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Did you have to book the Alchemist?
it was quiet enough when we went. So
Okay, roll it out. Probably
well, it was very good.
cross the legs over. When you're ready, let's lift up and catch. I went to the Alchemist in Prague and drank the most beautiful cocktail I've ever drank in my whole entire life.
Yeah.
I never had anything as good as it.
They are very tasty, but there's a cocktail bar in Winchester, incognito. It's very hard to find. And the,
Extremely
but the
good.
cocktails are phenomenally
Oh.
strong.
Really.
I mean, my wife and I had 4 each, and then she fell off a train. But they are
That should be a
eye-wateringly,
good cocktail though.
yeah, they are eye-wateringly strong, whereas the alchemist ones were a lot more like nice pop, if you will.
They're a little bit more scientific as well, aren't they? They do like what the one in Prague was anyway.
Oh, I mean, it was dry ice everywhere. So don't think the dry ice. How the bloody hell stuff in it? You know, it's like something out of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Yeah. So cool.
But yeah, the incognito of Winchester was more an experience.
Interesting. Okay, let's free those legs. We're getting carried away with conversation again, aren't we? Roll yourselves up. Take the soles feet together, knees out, and let's pull forwards. My hips like that.
The conversation takes my mind off the pain, by the way.
Good to have a chat.
But if you ever get bored, I recommend incognito.
Bored.
Even I enjoy it.
I'll go all the way down to Winchester to have a cocktail.
I now have 4.
Let's go down and look at their Christmas market. Keep being told it's lovely to look around.
Winchester one.
Yeah,
Far away, is it?
no. So I live in Basingstoke, so
There you go, it's there.
Oh, easy. See, I live in the opposite direction. I'm twice.
So you get train to Winchester, and the day out, get battered on cocktails, walk around the Christmas market,
You go home.
and fall off the train.
skip over all this.
Oh, true.
Yeah. I don't know, yeah, my wife.
A little bit of movement in those knees, come off, not to kick those legs, get a bit more mobility into the hip flexors, inner thighs, groin.
Battersea's got Christmas ice cream in the country.
Oh, no, right.
Like that kind of thing.
Take your left foot to the front of the right, and then just lean forward, sliding your fingers forward, or hands here, and just ease yourself forward. Good for you, Anthony.
Yeah, don't worry, you're top of the class in Kyle's class, so
Oh, yeah, that's
That's
straightforward.
fitness, though, isn't it?
it's still hard though.
I reckon I could top you.
This sounds like a challenge to me.
You see, you can do all the exercises in Kyle's.
Except for what we were at the bend, I couldn't do that.
I might come along and do one of Carl's class on Tuesday when I'm
They're great.
around. Swap to the other side. I wouldn't mind doing the boxing one on Monday as well.
I do miss coming to catch. Yeah, I like Kevin. He's an interesting chap.
He's a really nice person. Very personable.
Yeah.
He's got a little social group now he's trying to set up, where he's trying to get arrange events and things.
Yeah, he does like speeches, doesn't he?
Mental health.
Yeah.
Yeah, apart from the social side.
Investigated too.
Yeah, the social.
Okay, just bring yourself into more comfortable position. If it's not for you, don't. And let's take a little twist. Right hand on left knee, left hand on the floor, and now what I want you to do from here is raise the left arm, come over to the side bend, so you push your left hip down. Get a full extension, pull the buttock into the floor as you reach the opposite way. With my right arm holding onto that knee is opening my shoulder blade. And then carefully release it, come back to center carefully, transition to the other side, unwind the spine, then wind it back up, took over the right shoulder. Stay here for a second or so. And then you can lift that right arm and just get as far over to C curve as you can go, turning the body. Breathing. And then release the arm, bring yourself back to center. Sit tall, open the arms, take a lovely deep breath in. As always, we reach up, we drop down, we bow, we clap. Bang on time.
Thank you very much.
Pleasure.
One more roll to the rope.
Oh, hip flexors.